Definitely. I'll just give you an example. For instance, XDC Trade Network, which is one of the dApps on our ecosystem, is being created MLTR compliant, and they've worked with Singapore authorities and TradeFlow, Trade Trust to have this solution where you take the document, you have a reference, you go and you can verify live who is the owner of this document, who's created the document, all the information, like you would create a bill of lading for a trade, but then you can have access. Not everyone will have access to that information. Only the people who have access are giving it, right? So it's a mixture between hash and NFT for a document, and so you can go and verify, and that same document, if it's tokenized, let's say it's a shipment of, like we've had on one of the pilots, we say, let's say 1 million, and you divide it into 8 tokens, and you take one of these tokens and you can raise liquidity. How that token represents a percentage of the shipment value can be transferred to a custodian. The custodian, through the investors, will release the money. And once, for instance, the shipment arrived, let's say they wanted treasury for 7 days. So after 7 days, that person can recover the token and reimburse the money. And obviously, that person will have paid maybe an interest rate to the investors. But it makes it more fluid and more accessible than going through a long process. Let's say when you go to a bank, it takes much longer sometimes.
Yes. So basically what you are talking about is speeding up the process via digitization, and having the level of visibility required by the different stakeholders on basically on the click, if you think about it, because all those documents have to be shared by different participant to the transaction and at different stage of the end-to-end process as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, and also we save a lot of money and time, because those documents would have been shipped by one of the, the HL or whatever, like the couriers, and sometimes I've had people telling me the documents get lost, and the value of the documents is like sometimes billions.
Yep.
So and let's say you have a shipment stuck in a port, and the merchants cannot be released. You paying fees, and so all of these things together, you reduce cost, you reduce time. So for something that would take a few days for the documents to arrive and so on, you can do instantly. You go online, you create a document, and your document is ready, and you can verify it and so on. So it's also, for some businesses, it's crucial, because that means you can be paid quicker, you can get your delivery faster, and also for the customer.